Hello, welcome. Thank you for joining us on this edition of News 2. I'm Sandra Gamansing. Governor Kenneth Mapp has issued an executive order under Title 23, Section 1005A, calling on all executive branch peace officers to assist the Virgin Islands Police Department during the 2016-17 holiday season. The executive order calls for all executive branch peace officers in the St. Croix, St. Thomas, and St. John district to be deputized as law enforcement officers of the Virgin Islands. The deputized officers in the St. Croix district will perform public safety functions in that district through 5 p.m. on January 8, 2017. The deputized officers in the St. Thomas, St. John district will perform public safety functions in that district through 5 p.m. on January 2, 2017. All peace officers in St. Croix, St. Thomas, and St. John district will report to the police commissioner through the chief of police at 8 a.m. on Tuesday, December 27. Orders and assignments will be executed at that time. The governor stated in his order that there is a need to increase police presence on the streets of our communities and cited a recent series of crimes in the territory that have resulted in death and injury. Well, no new developments, meanwhile, in the tragic death of the 18-month-old child that occurred in St. Thomas last week. Funeral services were held yesterday at Paradise Covenant Ministries. A $20,000 reward is being offered for information. Reverend Samuel Weeks announced on various media that the child's mother was a member of the church. A candlelight vigil was held last night. Here's more.
This kind of nonsense that's going on in our community, we had enough. And if we will stand up together and not just sit under the tamarind tree or the mango tree and just talk, to me it doesn't make sense that an 18-month-old baby has to take a bullet. And I'm going to appeal as we are here tonight. Maybe the perpetrator is around and can hear my voice. I'm asking you, I'm begging you, turn yourself in. How can you sleep? How can you rest unless you are a cold-blooded murderer?
And again, police remind you that if you have any information, you're urged to call Crime Stoppers, VIPD, or 911. Now, we reported last night Crime Stoppers USVI held their annual board member and trustee meeting. Some of the achievements Crime Stoppers experienced during 26 were relayed. They say the P3 tips worked very well. Here's more.
P3 Tips mobile app allows the users to submit tips anywhere, anytime from their personal mobile device. P3 Tips has increased the number of tips submit for the year compared to previous years, and as a result, 6 homicide cases have been solved. 2 fugitives apprehended, approximately $280,000 seized in drugs, $90,000 in recovered property, and the removal of several illegal weapons from the territory. Members of the Crime Stoppers are currently distributing new brochures throughout the neighborhoods on all islands, encouraging the public to visit their new website, www.crimestoppersvi.org, and download the new mobile app at www.p3tips.com, or you can also call 1-800-222-TIPS or 911.
Now, on last Monday, 16 new officers took their oaths during a ceremony. The VI Police Academy Graduation 2016-01 St. Thomas that was held at the Armory in Estate Nazareth. The new officers will be spread across a number of agencies. The class's theme was One Team, One Dream, Trendsetters 2016-01. Here's more. Commencement exercise for Recruit Class St. Thomas 2016 was held on Monday, December 19th at the Leonard B. Francis Armory in Estate Nazareth, St. Thomas, where 16 peace officers graduated from the training academy.
You're now part of the rank of the Virgin Islands finest. You should be very, very proud of your accomplishments this day. A lot was asked of you over the course of your training, which included academics, tactics, police science, physical training, and the principles of effective communication.
Lieutenant Governor Osbert Potter was present and addressed the recruits on behalf of Governor Kenneth Mapp, who was unable to attend.
once you decided to jump in and start your training and made yourself committed to become an officer in the police department, that is something that took you another notch up. It makes this community recognize and understand that these individuals believe that they can do something to help this community to really be a better place for all of us.
Family and friends cheered on with words of encouragement to the new recruits who will report to duty immediately. 12 go to the VIPD, 1 to Department of Justice, 1 to DPNR, 1 to the Executive Security Unit, and 1 to Waste Management Authority.
You should always strive to perform your duties in a courteous and respectful manner. This is the mark of a professional organization as well as a reflection of your character as individuals.
Now, the next recruit class, 2017-01, it's planned to start in February 2017. Carlton Dow, the former director of VI Port Authority, is entitled to $92,200 severance. His contract with the VI Port Authority specified that he would be paid the equivalent of 6 months of his salary in the event he was terminated without cause. The employment agreement was signed January 29, 2016, and stated that Dow was a paid salary of $185,000 per year. The terms of his current employment agreement were for 3 years from January 2016 until January 15, 2018. The Port Authority's governing board voted 5-2 Wednesday to terminate Dow without cause. Per the VI Code, the U.S. VI Department of Health will be enforcing the Smoke-Free Act. Smoking is prohibited in all enclosed areas of public places within 20 feet from the entrance of establishment, to include windows and ventilators. The Smoke-Free Act prohibits smoking in virtually all workplaces, including restaurants and bars. The department's inspectors, enforcement officers will be out in full force, the department says. The Smoke-Free Act went into effect February 10, 2011. This law ensures that employees and patrons are protected from secondhand smoke. Violators, they say, will be cited and ticketed, $200 to $500 and up. Any business found without visibly placed no smoking signs at the entrance, ashtrays, and people actually smoking will be fined at least $1,000. All public schools were dismissed at 12 p.m. today for the holiday break. As announced, school will resume on Monday, January 9th, 2017. Commissioner Sharon McCollum encourages the community to strongly support and attend the annual Children's Parade on St. Croix on Friday, January 6th. She says this year the Department of Education will debut a new troupe featuring large-scale book characters handcrafted by students under the direction of a world-renowned artist to promote a litter-free Virgin Islands. Well, more than a dozen states are now facing a winter storm threat. 300 flights have already been canceled, according to FlightAware.com. A winter storm is already hitting the Rockies, and that snow and ice could be moving east as 100 million people plan to travel over the next week or so. Keeping our eye on the economy, a new Senate report calls some drug companies predatory and immoral. The bipartisan reported by the Senate Special Committee on Aging details dramatic price increases of prescription drugs whose patients expired. The year-long investigation, backed by Senators Susan Collins and Claire McCaskill, found 4 pharmaceutical companies used monopoly business models to exploit market failures, acquiring decades-old off-patent and previously affordable drugs, and then raising the prices suddenly and astronomically at the expense of patients. They say this has had a big impact on senior citizens. The report calls on Congress to take action to stop this from happening. One recommendation made by Collins and McCaskill is to enact the Increasing Competition in Pharmaceuticals Act. Here's a look at the stock market watch at the New York Stock Exchange. Everything up there. The Dow 14, NASDAQ 15, S&P 500 up at 2. Coming up on News 2, your Christmas and Crucian Carnival calendar, plus residents share the reason for the season, what it means to them. That's all coming up. A new Christmas in Paradise event is coming up. 3 days of Christmas, including a tramp on December 25th and challenge of the choirs, 4 a.m. from Market Square to Emancipation Garden. Registration fee for adults 18 years and older, kids 17 and under free, children wear red. 100% of the proceeds of this event goes to charity. Here's more on what we're talking about.
This Christmas, we decided to do something new. And we decided to label it Christmas in Paradise, a new Christmas experience. It is the same concept as Juve, where we get up 40 morning, we come down the road, we tramp. And so we decided that, as a group, we get our CK Massive, that's what we like to call, our family.
Right.
And we're gonna do a 3-day event this Christmas starting on Christmas Eve. We're gonna have caroling to 3 of the
Senior
citizens home, the
Right.
Lucinda Mill and Queen Louise and Ebenezer Garden. We're going to go around as a group and we're going to carol for the seniors. And then on Christmas Day, which is our main event, we're going to have a tramp starting at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Right.
We're going to start from down in the Main Street area, down by the Enid Bar Library, and we're going to come up and ultimately end in the Emancipation Garden.
There's a $30 charge for this, but all our proceeds are going back to the community. We are not going to benefit from this at all. It's 100% give back to the community, to a couple of charities of our choice.
Yeah.
So we're asking everyone to please come out, join us. It's just $30. We're going to tramp down Main Street from 4 o'clock in the
4
morning
o'clock.
to the garden, and unlimited drinks like we normally do, a light breakfast, and a whole lot of fun.
A whole lot of fun. We call it partying with a purpose.
Partying with a
We
purpose.
definitely have a purpose behind this partying.
Right.
And that's a true community spirit give back. It's the reason for the season.
It is the reason for the season. That's my classmate Colette. Thank you for that. The Coral Bay Carol Sing and Santa event turned into Love City, a tradition for several decades. That was held Thursday night at the old basketball court in Coral Bay. Well over 100 people attended. Neighborhood groups from Bordeaux, Eden, Southside, and Upper Carolina sang joyous songs with the audience, and there were several performance gifts shared by groups and members of the community. Alvis Christian was the lead organizer and host. Santa came in a big red truck courtesy of the fire service. Gifts for the children were donated by the Coral Bay Community Council members and all those who came out. Many people were involved in that, and it was a the event was well attended. Governor Kenneth Mapp gave some opening remarks and enjoyed festivities at the Herbert Grigg home. At the Christmas party, they had presentations including gifts and supplies for care of the seniors were offered by the St. Croix Lions Club and Miss Jewel Brathwaite of the class of 1970. There was music by Stanley and the 10 Sleepless Nights, Nikki Brooks, and a DJ. Governor Mapp spoke to the crowd of seniors, noting their value to our community. The governor also indicated in his comments that he has approved the purchase of buses, which will be outfitted with the proper height steps for easy access. Miss Rupertine Gardier, the oldest resident at the home, is 106. She was presented with flowers. Be sure to share the holiday spirit with a shelter pet. You can adopt a pet, of course, at any time. But at the CARE campus today, the public was able to go out, share love on a shelter pet, walk or bathe, spend time with them. The Christmas store is open for last-minute shopping. Just make a note of that. Folks can also bring in toys or treats for the animals. WTJX presented Crucian Christmas 4-Day Serenade early this morning with Stanley and the 10 Sleepless Nights. The annual event drew many from east to west as they headed to Anna's Hope, Ginger Thomas, Strawberry, Montbijou, Grove Place, Wim, Meadrick Cummings Park, Golden Rock, Harborview, Estate St. John, and Eliza's Retreat. Great music there from Stanley and the 10 Sleepless Nights, and that is an annual tradition, a serenade. Well, some changes in programming before we move on we want to tell you about that will be taking place next week due to the holidays. Starting from next Monday to Friday, a change of programs. There, right there, we can see Monday and Tuesday we have 2 CBN newscasts. Wednesday, we have a VI Ambassador special called Passing the Torch. Then Thursday and Friday, be sure to tune in for NEWS2 specials. Now, what do you feel is the reason for the season? We pose this question to residents and offer them the chance to say Merry Christmas. Here's more.
I would like to say Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to everyone and all the best for the season.
This is Keith. I want to wish my friends and family a Merry, Merry, Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year.
My name is Daphne Gonzalez Thomas, and I'm the principal of the Yvonne E. Milner-Bowski Elementary School. On behalf of the faculty, staff, and students of the Bowski Elementary School, we wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
To all our family members
and friends,
Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
We would like to say Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from Caribbean Auto Mart, and thank you again for your business.
Merry Christmas to the Alexander family in Altona. Hi everybody. Happy New Year.
Merry Christmas to everyone. Be sure to stick around. Your News to AccuWeather forecast is coming up next.
Well, it is the end of the work week and we are heading into the holiday weekend. Happy holidays. Thanks for joining me. Now, as we take a look at the satellite, here's what's going on heading towards our holiday, at least for today. Maybe a couple of showers, but you can see the remnants of a cold front just off to our north. Now, that is really the tail end of that falling apart, not going to be bringing us much weather, but we do have these easterly trades. You can see a lot of those clouds beginning to flow off into the east, and there is this cluster of clouds right here just off the Leeward Islands, and that is what is going to be bringing us some wetter weather heading towards tomorrow. We're talking scattered showers, not any torrentially widespread or heavy downpours, but they are going to be increasing the moisture in the air as well as the potential for some showers. So for tonight, we'll begin to see those showers really begin to pick up. 75 degrees for our low tonight. We head towards tomorrow. Now, St. John and into St. Croix, spotty showers, temperatures in the mid-80s, so definitely warmer still. And then as we head towards St. Croix, you're looking at better weather out here. A lot of that moisture is going to be held off to the north of St. Croix. So just a shower or two in the forecast. So we'll see some more sunshine here. Now, out on the water, there is a small craft advisory. These winds out of the east, 15 to 20 knots, really picking up these waves. So 5 to 9 feet. This is going to last through Saturday as well. And that also extends down onto the Caribbean coast. 6 to 10 feet here, so slightly higher. Winds out the east, 15 to 20 knots, gusts up to 25 to 30. Now, here's a look at your extended forecast. We can see Saturday we have some of those showers, but then by Sunday for our Christmas, we are looking at much clearer, maybe just a drizzle here or there. But then as we head towards next week, we are in high pressure. Things are looking very nice out here. So going into after Christmas, be ready for some sunshine. Back to you, Sandy.
Thanks for that. So not looking too bad. Maya Henry shares this picture perfect Christmas tree there, which I'm sure she had a lot of fun decorating, of the Montessori School and Peter Gruber International Academy. Thank you for that, Mai. That's a very beautiful picture. Send us your News to Weather picture to the address on the screen. Be sure to tune in to see it featured right here. Stick around. News to Sports is coming up next.
I'm Gary Anthony, and this is News 2 Sports. It was the night before Christmas in the NFL's 16th week. Playoff hopes remain alive for many teams as we speak. The Giants played the Eagles with a chance to clinch, but Philly came out on top. Yes, the Eagles played the Grinch. The Ravens and Steelers will battle in the Steel City. The winner takes the division. The loser goes home. What a pity. Big Ben is the key to bring home a ring. I like the Steelers to win. The AFC North will have its king. Up to Green Bay for the Packers and Vikes. Aaron Rodgers is rolling, so what's not to like? The Packers will win and stomp the Vikes into submission as the Packers come closer to winning their division. The Broncos are the reigning Super Bowl champs. They travel to Kansas City, where the Chiefs will be amped. The Broncos' offense has been such a bore, they struggle to pass. They struggle to score. I like the Chiefs to come out on top. The Broncos' postseason hopes will have come to a stop. Last but not least, the Browns need a win. To go 0-16 would be such a sin. They host the Chargers, who are playing for pride. From San Diego to Cleveland is such a long ride. I say, go Brownies, take that victory lap. Then you can smile during your long winter's nap. My holiday wish to family, friends, old and new. Merry Christmas to all. And Sandy, back to you.
Wow, Gary, love that poem there, the poetry, nice rhyming there. That is all for this edition of News 2. That's on behalf of all of us here, we'd like to wish you a very Merry Christmas, and we'll see you soon. Have a wonderful weekend, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.